Hi, Nursing 230. It's Amanda. Here today to give you some feedback on your Dear Future, um, or what was the other name we called it? Dear Tomorrow letter. So I will just take a quick moment because we are going to have a crunch on class time since we missed two classes. So I thought I would do it this way. So, first of all, I will be posting your grades first thing tomorrow. There were 12 people that got greater than a 92, 14 people that got between a 79 and a 91, which are all passing. So, and then two people that got below a 78. So, overall, the letters were pretty good. I'm going to tell you how I correct papers. I actually printed them this time since I was traveling and wrote all sorts of feedback on your papers if they needed it, of course. Oh man, here we go again. There we go. So I will be handing them back to you in a paper format in class on Thursday, and you can make an appointment with me after you take a deep breath and review my comments and formulate your questions if you'd like to meet about your paper. So here's what I do. Hundreds, I might be on thousands now of papers that I've read. So first I do hopefully what you do, which is say, okay, look, this is 2% of your grade, the personal wellness assessment. Then before I start correcting them, I review the, why is this not going down? There we go. I review the guidelines. Okay, so before writing this letter, you must view the APA slides. So now I know students know about APA. Number two, using the self-health assessment tool, students will appraise their own health and analyze their findings. Then write a formal one-page letter to themselves in year 2030. And then here are some ideas. You don't have to address all of these, but looking over these, did you meet these guidelines? Every letter should have a PS on the second page or after the closure and signature, talking about our class. And then here is some little guidelines that say, to have a professional writing style, you need to avoid sweeping generalizations. Like, I think nutrition is important, right? What does that really tell you? Rather, you need to say, daily attention on my part to healthy nutrition and exercise is necessary to optimize my health and wellness, right? So that's professional style. So then, did you follow the process, which is turning it in to turn it in, haha, and making sure you didn't have any plagiarism, which would be a little bit hard in a letter like this to do that. But anyway, everybody did fine with that. Okay, so then I go to the rubric, which is this, and then I start looking at reading your letters. So, number one, did the student in their letter have pay attention to formal business letter format? Well, many of you did, but it was interesting how many did not. So for a whole point, everybody should have gotten this point because, here's what you could do. Go to Google and put in formal business letter. Look at images and, so here's what they kind of look like, right? Oops, not that one. I don't like that one. Okay. Oh, look, a template. It should all be on the left side. I like this one better. Ooh, this is a beautiful one, according to APA. So it should have you don't have a company, but it should have your date, your name, your address, and dear so-and-so, yourself, right? So in general, and you can look at the APA manual or Purdue OWL to get exactly what APA wants, right? But in general, you're looking at these saying, oh, look, they're single spaced. Oh, look, there's a address to the receiver of the letter and from the sender of the letter. Okay, this is perfect. This is what I look for. So many of you did not have this format at all. So you're not going to see that you have full points there. Then back to the rubric. So that's format. In addition, I put a little box under here that said said the PS, so you needed to have the PS, and then single spacing and the correct font, which you can look up. What are the 2 or 3 fonts that are accepted in APA style writing? That's the correct size too. Okay, moving on to content and language. So here, introduction paragraph. So when you're beginning a letter, a formal business letter, you're going to want to state why you are writing this person. For you to just say, dear Amanda, my health, or dear Amanda, I want to change my diet. I want to start exercising more. I want to recycle more. I have no idea why you're talking about that stuff. So an introduction paragraph is going to explain what this letter is about. So you're saying to yourself, dear future Amanda, I am writing to you today for my nursing 230 class as an assignment to analyze our personal wellness assessment. I'm going to talk about the 3 areas I identified that I need to work on in order to avoid chronic illnesses in the future, or something like that, right? So then I know what the letter is going to be about. And then you would have organized paragraphs after, 3 or 4 paragraphs maybe, each one with an introductory sentence. Now this is just paper organization, organizing your thoughts, kind of grammar, but the first sentence of each paragraph should give me a clue what the paragraph's going to be about, right? So the paragraph has a subject, and it should all be the same subject. Many of you need some work on organizing your thoughts and your papers. So I put some feedback as well about that. You'll see. So then let's see, appropriate explanations and facts used to support ideas. So on that one, what am I looking for? I'm looking for you to explain and reflect on the ideas you have about your health and wellness and what you expect in your future. Clear, concise, reflective, proficient use of English language. So clear and concise, there weren't any major problems with that. People could express themselves pretty clearly. And the reflective piece, that's the part that I want to give you all the most praise on. To reflect is very hard to say, oh my goodness, if I don't lose some weight, or if I don't quit smoking or start eating right, I'm going to have emphysema and be obese, and that's not what I want, right? So that's part of this assignment, is for you to really be honest with yourselves and reflect on your health and wellness. Now, proficient use of the English language, to me, I write that kind of as grammar and professional tone. So it just means, can you write clearly and express yourself using, proper grammar? And is your grammar, or is your writing style have a professional sound? So at your first semester students, or second semester students, but this is not your first paper. Some of you, I wrote that you need to work with the Writing Center because you have a long way to go before graduation, right? By the time you graduate, you need to be really able to express yourself. Bachelor's level nursing students need to be able to write a paper that's a passing paper in APA format using very professional language. So That's something to make a goal if writing is not your specialty. And you know what? Writing was not my specialty. So I had to work really hard, and I understand. I talk and run on sentences and in very plain language, and so that's how I write. And I really have to step it up a notch in order to and put a lot of effort in to get my writing to be professional as well. Okay, so content and language, that's 3 points. Um, what else did I have? Make sure. I think that was it. Oh, there were many students that, despite the fact I think there was a quiz question on it as well, but that did a lot of contractions. So it's, that's, I'm, it should be it is, that is, I am. So never again are you going to put an apostrophe in the middle of a word, okay? It's not professional style writing. And then lastly, the length and on time. Everybody got length, and I think everybody got on time. So I think everybody got full points for that. So if you have questions about my comments, I'm more than happy to explain. I scribbled because I was traveling and I was in the car or on a plane when I was correcting, so I'm worried that you might not be able to read my writing. But I am so happy to explain anything you have questions about, and just let me know. Send me an email to make an appointment, or text me or call me, but we're not going to take class time on Thursday to talk about the papers. I'm just going to hand them back and wait for an email if you need to discuss it. Thank you. Bye bye.